Hi everybody, I'm back. I've had a week off. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it was not planned that way. Um, I guess I burnt out. Um, I needed time for myself. I needed to recharge, and I needed to be quiet. And I also needed to isolate myself. This translates into basically staying at home for a week. It's been 10 days actually, 10 days. So duvet day every day, in bed every day, sleeping long hours, day and night, eating a lot, and not always the right stuff, so lots of sugar and chocolate, but also hiding myself, trying to forget about who I am, what I do, and yeah. So it's a painful phase. It's a painful journey. It's a painful procedure, but I don't have any control over it. It happens, and I can't foresee it coming. I just have to ride it out. So what does that look like? Well, it's painful. It's lonely. In fact, I never leave the house. I close all the curtains, and if I need to go and get some food, I'll wait until it's dark to do that. Even that was a bit challenging because I go to my local food store and they know me there. And I remember one of the evenings I went there, I had my glasses on, and they said, "Thierry, why do you have your glasses on?" And then I just put my usual, my marketing smile. And I said, "Oh yeah, I didn't realize I had them on." Obviously hiding my pain. They still looked at me a bit funny. Probably they did not believe me. But that's what I do. I put the smile on when I go outside and face the world. Something that I've learned from my mother. Regardless of how much pain she experienced, she always had a smile on her face, so everybody thought she was always happy, which was not always the case. So I've learned that really useful skill from my mother. Going out at night to get some food, eating late, and also eating at odd times. The other day I had mashed potatoes and tuna at 10 o'clock in the morning. When I'm in that space, everything is out of sync. The eating pattern is out of sync, the sleeping pattern is out of sync, the thinking pattern is out of sync, So I find rest and peace in the space I live in my sanctuary. It's small, but it's cozy, and I feel safe there. So I watch programs on TV, I catch up with things. I stay in my pajamas all day. I avoid phone calls. I avoid social media. That's probably why over the past week or so, you haven't heard from me on social media because I need to totally disconnect from myself, from my reality, from the world. Yeah, I felt heavy. I felt shackles all around me, and I just needed to take a step back and shut the door and recharge, which I have done now. This is why I'm finding myself on top of a roof with solar panels, which provide energy. So I'm here today just to say that, well, yes, I burnt out, but at the same time, I'm fully recharged now, and I'm full of energy. And I'm ready for, I'm ready for the next chapter. I'm ready for the week ahead. I'm also very shameful of what I've done, but that's also part of the process. This is why doing this video today helps me to not feel so ashamed of what I've done, because it was necessary, and it was also part of my recovery. So it's all kind of linked together. I need to isolate myself. I need to admit to myself that it was necessary for me to do that, but I also need to come out of the shadow and say, this is what I've done, and this is what I've done it, and this is why now I feel better for having done it. So, I'm just hoping, what I'm doing right now is not so fantastic, but it's not so easy to do, because a part of me just wants to carry on, hoping that nobody's noticed anything. The chances are people have noticed some sort of absence without knowing what the absence is about. So it is my role, it is my responsibility to be honest, because that's all I can be. That's all I can be honest towards myself, but also towards the people who follow me and my journey, and follow also my lifestyle. My lifestyle is everything. My lifestyle is a healthy lifestyle, but I also have, just like everybody else, I have doubts. I have moments of darkness and despair, and there are moments where I feel like a lost soul, But I'm back, and that's the main thing. And I feel totally rested. I feel recharged. I feel focused again, because I had lost my focus. That's why I felt the need to kind of detach and shut off. But now I'm back. So how do I get back? I get back by, well, getting back into my routine, getting back into my healthy eating, my salads, my colorful outfits, my colorful insight on things, my colorful outlook on things, and just focusing on my goal, just focusing on my my vision, the one I've got, and the one I'm working towards every day. So yeah. So today's video number 10. So today's my 10th video. I'm excited because I've already achieved something very special. I think I've created 10 videos to talk about my ups and my downs due to depression, and I'm glad because already in 10 videos I've talked about it in a detached way, but I've also talked about it from the point of view of somebody who's just gone through a very bad patch, which which shows in a way that this is real. This is not a game. This is not a YouTube channel game to make people want to watch my videos. This is real life. This is my life, you know, and it's a very personal insight on my journey facing depression. But at the same time, I'm hoping it has got some sort of kind of universal kind of reach that can help anybody, you know, whether they're in the UK or in France or in Japan, you know. So I'd like people to share with me their insight, their ideas about how it feels to also, like me, suffer from depression. I'd like us to communicate. I'd like us to exchange. I'd like us to share, and I'd like this to also be part of the cure, part of the remedy to get better. So I'm going to finish by saying, let's get better together while sharing our personal stories and making them universal so that everybody can benefit from them. Alright then, I'm just going to enjoy the sun a little bit because it's really hot today in London, and thank you for listening, and happy anniversary Thierry, for your 10th video. Alright, take care, bye bye.